On this episode in the Street Fighterverse, Rose, the fortune teller, the wielder of the soul power and practitioner of the mystical arts, one of the most intriguing characters in the Street Fighterverse. This Street Fighter character had been of great influence on the presence of fighters like Ryu and Kami. Today we're going to talk about the history of Rose and her relationship with m.bison, her strength and abilities such as the soul power, and her main projectile, the soul spark. We're also going to discuss Rose's character design and share some insights that you might not know about her. Our cards indicate that it's time to welcome you to the Street Fighterverse. It begins in the Street Fighter Alpha 2. Rose's history goes back to the location of Genoa, Italy, where she is known as a mystical fortune teller. Being a fortune teller, Rose sensed doomsday approaching and had the feeling that great evil was causing the disturbance. Rose found the source of evil at the hands of m.bison, which she defeats in a battle, liberating the world of his existence for good. Rose, thinking that she had liberated the world from m.bison, she reads her tarot card and finds out that he's still alive. In the Street Fighter Alpha 3 series, Rose learns that despite being human, she shares part of m.bison's soul. She challenges Bison once again to a duel, where she takes her channeled soul power energy into Bison's body with no luck. Rose's soul power energy will be discussed further in the video. Rose passes out in the battle only to be rescued by the Street Fighter character named Guy. Charlie, whom is also in the scene, sacrifices his life to destroy the Psycho Drive, which in the attempt, he was unsuccessful. Ryu defeats m.bison, destroying his body in battle. Bison's soul went into Psycho Drive and made Rose a temporary host for his soul by entering her body. What is a Psycho Drive? Psycho Drive is a machine or weapon that was created by the Shadow Lu to channel psychic energies to m.bison and to also regenerate himself after battle. In the Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, m.bison's soul stayed on Rose's body until a new body was made for him. After Bison is defeated in Street Fighter 2 by the hands of Akuma, Rose found herself alive during this time but had no memory of what had happened to her while being possessed by m.bison. In the Street Fighter 4 series, Rose consults with her tarot cards and found that Bison survived Akuma's raging demon. In her ending, Bisons leave her alive after defeating her. On Street Fighter V, she then becomes teacher of an Egyptian girl named Minat and makes a cameo on G Character Story. In the Udon Comics collaboration, we see Rose as a member of the tribe of Roma, a group of gypsies that followed a woman with white hair named the Master. The Master had a glowing yellow lightning bolt on her forehead and very similar hairstyle of Rose. As a child, Rose sees m.bison, a former student of the Master, return to the tribe to kill the Master, as the Master's knowledge on the soul power was a threat to Bison's survival. The Master fought fearlessly, but Bison's psycho power destroyed Master's soul power, killing her and most of the people on the village. Only one man survived returning to the village, only to see young Rose unconscious and wearing the Master's lightning bolt on her forehead. The Master gave Rose the tools for her persona. She introduced Rose to the soul power. What is soul power? Well, it's the power that changes mental power into physical power, kind of what martial artists use with ki. By channeling this energy through objects, you can use objects as weapons from which the user can release concentrated energy, stun opponents, or even create hologram-like illusions, one of Rose's abilities. Soul power can give enemies hallucinations. It can manipulate space and the very aspect of time as well. Rose has shown to use her soul power to feed energy to her scar, which she uses to launch a projectile known as the soul spark. According to sources, Rose has learned the soul power from the Master, former master of the tribe of Roma where she was from. Soul power also gives Rose the ability to be immune to the evil powers of the Satsu no Hado. Her soul power is a powerful asset to her repertoire and to other Street Fighter fighters who wield this power. Another type of interesting fact of Rose is her character design. Rose's character design is slender, with long dark purple hair. Her hair is drawn in a zigzag bent pattern. She also has violet colored eyes. She wears a red gown with a large yellow scarf, which she uses to channel her soul power. She also wears a dark colored stocking with high heels. Rose's personality is sophisticated and intelligent. She has a very calm temper and is not easily prone to anger. She is respectful to all things, as she is also wise. She states that power is nothing without skill. She must continue her path even if it means giving up her life for the greater good. Her character design, costume, and fighting style was based on a Lisa character from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2, the Master of Hammond skill. This fact is confirmed by both official and unofficial sources. Capcom is inspired by many of the characters on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Rose's soul power is like SNK's Athena Asamiya's power from the King of Fighter series. Her physical abilities are based on the Marvel Comics Psylocke. Oddly enough, these characters share the basis of their colors being purple. Capcom also found inspiration in the hands of Marvel Comics for most of their characters. Rose is also the first Italian fighter to be in the Street Fighter Alpha series, and the third female character in the series after Chun-Li and Cammy. Also, Rose is the first fighter in Street Fighter history that can manipulate an enemy's projectile by absorbing and reflecting it. A random fact is that Rose's stage in Street Fighter Alpha, Warrior's Dreams, is based on the stage Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris filmed their iconic battle on the set of the movie Bruce Lee's Way of the Dragon. They even included the stray cats on the background on Rose's stage, cats that have also appeared on Bruce Lee's Way of the Dragon film. Rose is a character that is classy and intelligent. Out of all the characters, she is the one with the purest heart and will. Out of all the Street Fighter characters, she is the most caring. We have talked about the history of Rose and her relationship with m.bison, her strength and abilities such as the soul power and her main projectile, the soul spark. We have also discussed Rose's character design and shared some insights of Rose that you might not know of. So, what do you guys like about Rose? Let me know in the comment sections down below. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button for more updates. Thanks for watching. Until next time, this has been Street Fighterverse. Welcome to the center stage.